Hello, my loves, and welcome back. We are recording live from sunny, beautiful Florianopolis, Brazil. It is currently summer here, and it's just amazing weather every single day. We have our live coaching call this week in the Wander Lover coaching group, wrapping up 2025 and preparing for the new year. If you're not in the group and would like to join us, click the link in the episode description. One of our newest members, Anne, hi, Anne, if you're listening, asked about how AI is affecting the blogging industry. So, in this episode, I'm going to share all you need to know about the changes and why I honestly think that most bloggers won't survive. The Wanderlover blog has generated just shy of 30,000 USD in revenue this year. Let me just double check the exact number. 29,644. So I wouldn't call myself a full-time blogger, but it is one of our multiple sources of income. A lot of it, minus the blogging and posting part, is passive from affiliate revenue. So I feel like I have experience in this. I've done it for many, many years. If you are a blogger or business owner and you felt a little nervous or honestly just confused about AI, then this episode is for you. I'm going to share exactly how to work with it and how you can grow faster and earn more than ever before. AI is already here. And it's literally everywhere. It has massively lowered the barrier to creating content, and the competition is at its peak. So, previously, blog posts used to take 6 to 8 hours, and now they can be drafted in under 10 minutes. Outlines, keyword clusters, FAQs, descriptions, email newsletters, Pinterest titles, AI can assist with all of it. And if you work in the space, it's just so obvious what is generated by AI and what is not. So I don't know if you can notice, but if you go on Instagram, if you go on social media, the vocabulary and the flow and how people talk, it's so different versus when it's AI generated. If you work in it, you'll notice. This has led to three big changes in the blogging industry. One, there is more content than ever before. Two, average quality content is easier to produce. And three, the internet itself is noisier because not only do you have real bloggers and real writers, but you also have a bunch of AI generated content as well. Personally, I wouldn't say AI killed blogging, but instead it just exposed what was already broken. For years, many bloggers built their business only on SEO traffic, generic listicles, ad revenue, or content they didn't even enjoy creating. But now that AI can produce good enough content in seconds, average blogs and average bloggers just no longer stand out. And you cannot be average anymore. Like, you can't just throw together a blog post and hope that it ranks and hope that you can somehow make a living off of it. There has to be strategy behind it, and you need to know what you are doing. Google itself has made it very clear they don't care how content is created, they care about quality and usefulness. AI search summaries, featured snippets, and tools like ChatGPT mean users often get answers without clicking. Like, if you've noticed, if you search a query on Google, a lot of times it'll just give you the answer and you don't have to click on a blog like you used to have to in order to get your answer. So traffic only blogging is becoming super risky. People's page views are decreasing and it's harder to get people onto your website. This doesn't mean blogging is dead, but it does mean that you cannot rely on just SEO anymore. You can't rely on ad revenue as your main income stream. And bloggers need to create their own brands, not just post generically, hoping that it blows up. Google also has been rolling out core updates. So they are currently rolling out another one as of December 2025. And this just means so much is out of your control. Like, you cannot control how all of this works, and you can't control how many people land on your website. It's just incredibly difficult to estimate that nowadays. Over the past year, it's been really clear what exactly AI is capable of replacing, and there are many things that it can never replace. So let's be really clear, AI can replace generic listicles, surface level top 10, top 20 posts, content written with no real experience, repetitive keyword stuffed articles, and things that you can do a quick Google search and AI can summarize. AI, however, cannot replace your lived experience, your voice, your story, your opinions, your personal data, insights, your results. And this is why experience based blogging is more valuable than ever. Earlier this year, I had a little confrontation with a guy in a Brazilian expat group where he used AI to summarize one of my blog posts and distribute it as his own. Someone brought it to my attention and I was like, what is this? So I confronted him and he was very apologetic. But in the end, what I realized was there's no way that his AI generated article would be able to outperform mine. No matter what people search, no matter what is linked, everyone will always end up on mine over an AI generated article. So in the end, it's not even worth your time to be fearful, but instead just write from a place of experience and write from a place of genuine care for your reader. So if you travel somewhere, if you've built a business, or if you have an experience, if you've made or lost money, that lived experience is your secret key. It's unique, it's your own personal story. And another thing that does really well is firsthand research or data. So your own opinions, as well as content related to your brand authority. If you're already known in the industry, you want to continue writing about what you're great at. It's going to be harder nowadays to start a brand completely from scratch, but it isn't impossible. The next thing I want to talk about is that traffic without ownership is a trap. This is a mistake that's going to make a lot of bloggers fail. If you rely on Google traffic for your business, you are in the passenger seat. You are letting Google control your business. If you are only relying on ad income and you have really thin margins, most likely your business isn't going to stay afloat. With AI powered search, it means that there are fewer clicks. It means that it's going to be harder for you to rank. And if you don't own an email list, or if you don't own a community, if you don't have a product or service, then in this day and age, you do not have a business. I see so many people trying to reach their first $1,000 month with just blogging, and it's going to take years and years and years, if at all. It's just not a sustainable strategy anymore. And if you want to be a full time blogger, you should rethink that because it's only going to set you back. There are so many other opportunities that you can focus on. The bloggers, instead, who are thriving right now, are doing things differently. And this takes me back to when the pandemic hit. And I saw so many of my travel influencer friends, so many of my content creator friends, a lot of them just did not have any active income coming in anymore. But however, it produced so many more who thrived. And this is the same with blogging. The people who have diversified streams of income, the people who are using AI as a writing assistant instead of a replacement, the people who are turning blogs into funnels and not just content, the ones that are building email lists, building communities, building multiple products and services, the ones who are repurposing blog content into podcasts, to YouTube videos, into social media posts, and positioning themselves as experts instead of just anonymous websites. These are the ones who are most likely to thrive. And honestly, having all of these, it makes you irreplaceable online. Like if Instagram goes down, if YouTube goes down, if Spotify goes down, if your income streams are diversified in cases like these, you're rarely going to have your entire business on the line. So, here is how I recommend using AI if you want to stay ahead and you want to stay relevant. Use AI to brainstorm blog topics and content angles. Use AI to create outlines faster, to especially repurpose your content into emails, reels, and be on multiple platforms. Improve clarity and structure. use AI to speed up research and summarization. And while you're doing all this, remember to always add your own personal stories, your own real world examples, photos, screenshots, and data from your own life, as well as clear opinions and positioning. In this day and age of AI, people are craving authenticity and craving connection. They can tell when things are AI generated. So instead of trying to rely on AI to build your business for you, it's actually going to encourage you to step up and be seen. The other thing I want to make clear is that monetization in your online business is the real differentiator, and it will always be the real differentiator. Most bloggers before, they wanted more traffic. They wanted more eyes on their blog posts. But nowadays, that's no longer as relevant. Monetization and how much money your blog brings in outside of ad revenue, that's where the real growth and the real win is. AI is forcing bloggers to ask better questions like, how am I making money beyond ads? Do I actually own my audience? Am I too reliant on one search engine or one strategy? Am I building my own authority? And that's why we're seeing a shift towards digital products, courses, memberships, coaching, affiliate marketing with trust, and personal brands over niche sites. The bloggers who adapt their business model will outlast everyone else. And the good news is, if you have the content, if you have the credibility, it's so easy for you to just step up a little more and make that shift instead of starting from scratch. It's always going to be harder if you're entering in this really heavily saturated and competitive market from scratch. So if you already kind of know what you're doing, you can always do it better. My opinion on the future of blogging in an AI world, I don't think it's dying. I think it's evolving. The future of blogging is fewer generic blogs that could easily be outshined by senior bloggers, more personality driven brands, more multi platform creators. If you've noticed, we are now repurposing the Wanderlover podcast on YouTube as well with video. We are encouraging more storytelling, more intentional content, and in all of our communities, all of our groups, in all of my private coaching containers, I am encouraging people to be seen in as many platforms as possible with real, authentic stories. Honestly, I think this is a great thing. It's an amazing thing. It makes our jobs easier. It makes the easily outsourceable tasks so much easier. But it encourages you to step up into a new level. It rewards creators who create real value for their communities instead of just chasing algorithms. So, honestly, if you've been feeling unsure about AI, take this as your wake up call to do things differently. You can outperform everyone else. And if you learn how to use AI wisely in conjunction with your existing brand, you can monetize so much quicker. And this could be your most profitable era of blogging yet. If you want help building a successful blogging and content business that actually makes money without relying on traffic alone, make sure you check out the Wanderlover coaching group. We would love to have you inside. And as always, thank you so much for being here and tuning in. I will see you in the next episode. Have an amazing week, my loves.